Hello, Dr. Queen and Amanda. This is Amanda Murray, your narrator for Group 13's final project. I am from Group 13 along with Michelle Gittes, Sergio De Almeida, Kiana Griffin, and Charlie Farah. Our group ran the On Deck restaurant on Sunday, April 2nd and Sunday, April 9th, from the hours of 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Together as a group, we learned to manage our time and resources to fully complete this project. We each learned how to properly operate a POS system that is cloud-based, such as Kounta. Teamwork played a huge role in the project since everyone's participation influenced our outcome. Let me show you how much our hard work paid off. This is our On Deck restaurant website. Right now, we are on the home page. In the middle, we have uploaded a video for you to reference as many times as you like. Under the video, we have our On Deck restaurant logo, a boat wheel, very fitting with the words "Welcome aboard," as we'd like everyone to visit our restaurant. Now let's look at the navigation tabs on the left-hand side. We are on the home page. Under the home page, we have tabs labeled Day 1 Orders, Day 2 Orders, Average Check Per Guest, Average Check Per Party, Sales Volume by Hour, Day 1 and 2, Sales by Server, Day 1, Sales by Server, Day 2, Gross Profit, Day 1, Gross Profit, Day 2, Gross Profit for Day 1 and Day 2 combined, Top 5, both days. These tabs we will go over in more detail one by one. Let's start with the first tab, Day 1 Orders. Across the top, we have columns for menu item, selling price, item cost, numbers sold, total sales, total cost, and gross profit. For example, bruschetta. Our selling price for a bruschetta was $11.07. It cost us $2 to make the item. We sold 5 of them, so our total sales were $55.35. Our total costs were $10, and our gross profit for bruschetta came out to be $45.35. Another example is fried flounder. Our selling price is $25. Our item cost is $7. We sold 4 of them on day 1. Our total sales are $100. Our total cost is $28, and our gross profit is $72. Another example is the chocolate lava cake. Our selling price for it is $6. Our total cost for it is $125. We sold 5 of them this night, so our total sales is $30, and our total cost would then be $625, and our gross profit is $23.75. On the bottom, we have calculated the total sales, total costs, and gross profit, seen right here. $1,996.71 we had for total sales, $602.35 we had for total costs, and $1,394.36 we had for total gross profit. Let's move on to Day 2 Orders. The same thing is listed on Day 2 Orders as Day 1 Orders, where there's different columns for menu item, selling price, item cost, number sold, total sales, total cost, and gross profit. I'm going to pull out a couple examples from this day. For example, lobster mac and cheese has a selling price of $9. The total cost is $3.50. We sold 5 of them on day 2. The total sales were $45. The total cost was $17.50, and our total gross profit was $27.50. Next is the pulled pork sandwich. Our selling price for the sandwich is $4.83. Our item cost is $1.50. We sold 3 of them on day 2. Our total sales equal $14.49. Our total cost is $4.50, and our gross profit comes out to be $9.99. If we scroll down a little bit, we'll get to the dessert shooters. Our selling price for the dessert shooters is $10. Our item cost is $4. We sold 1 dessert shooter that night, totaling a selling price of $10, a total cost of $4, and a gross profit of $6. And if we scroll down a little further, all the way at the bottom, we'll see the totals for sales, cost, and gross profit. So we had $1,966.13 for total sales, $590.35 for total costs, and $1,375.78 for total gross profit for day 2. The next tab we will review is the average check per guest. In this tab, you will find the average check per guest for day 1 and 2, just day 1, and just day 2. If you look at the chart on the right, let me scroll down a little bit. Day 1, day 2, and both days combined, you will see that all 3 of the average check per guest falls in between $22.50 and $30. Day 1 and day 2 had an average check per guest of $27.52. Day 1's average check per guest is $27.73, and day 2's average check per guest came out to be $27.31. The next tab is the average check per party. As you can see from the graph, day 1 and 2, day 1 and day 2, all totaled a combined a little more than $75 per party. Day 1 and day 2's average check per party combined was $76.21. Day 1's average check per party was $76.80. And day 2's average check per party was $75.62. The next tab we will review is the sales volume by hour, day 1 and day 2. From the chart, you can see that on day 1, from 6 to 7 p.m., we did $631.88 in total sales. On day 2, from 6 to 7 p.m., we did $1,070.73 in sales. And then on day 1 and day 2 combined from 6 to 7 p.m., we totaled $1,702.61 in total sales. On day 1 from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we did $574.83 in total sales. On day 1 from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we did $1,081.63 in total sales. And day 1 and day 2 combined from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we totaled $1,656.46 in total sales. On day 1 from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., we had a total sales of $265.20. On day 2 from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., we had $320.57 in total sales. And both days combined at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., we totaled $585.77 in total sales. From 9 to 10 p.m., we totaled 0 sales, making that our slowest hour. But on 6 to 7 p.m., we had $1,702.61 in total sales, making that our busiest hour. Our next tab is Sales by Server Day 1. On Day 1, we had 3 servers. Sergio, who totaled $978.60 in sales. Amanda, who totaled $734.91 in sales. And Charlie, who totaled $265.20 in sales. On the x-axis, we have the servers' names, so Sergio, Amanda, and Charlie. And on the y-axis, we have the total sales in increments of $250. The next tab is Sales by Server Day 2. We had 3 servers on Day 2. Sergio, who totaled $320.57 in total sales. Michelle, who totaled $1,382.04 in total sales. And Kiana, who totaled sales of $263.52. Just like Day 1, Day 2's graph looks the same. On the x-axis, the servers' names are listed, all 3 of them. And on the y-axis, the total sales are listed in increments of $400. The next tab that we're going to review is the gross profit Day 1. On this graph, you can see that the Surf and Turf pulled and brought up our sales. Also, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see that the draft beer did too. They gross profited about $493.13. Gross profits that fell short were the buffalo wings and the chicken fingers. The next tab is Gross Profit Day 2. You can see that Surf and Turf brought up our sales. Other items that were up in gross profit were the shrimp scampi, fried flounder, and linguine with clams. The next tab is the gross profit for Day 1 and Day 2 combined. If we scroll down a bit, what really sticks out is the amount of draft beer profit that we had. We totaled a gross profit of $986.25 alone in just draft beers. A close second was the Surf and Turf, with a gross profit of $352.80. Our last tab is labeled Top 5 Both Days. This is where we'll show you our most popular items, items that sold a decent amount, and items that didn't perform as well. In the green, we have 9 items. We have 9 because the last 5 all tied with 10 being sold. Our top 3 items were the Caesar salad with chicken, shrimp scampi with linguine, and the Surf and Turf, who all sold about 16 times. And if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see the ones listed in red. These are the items that didn't sell at all, some of them being buffalo wings, chicken fingers, lobster bisque, and New England clam chowder. If you look over to the right, we have a histogram chart to better explain the data. As you can see, Caesar salad with chicken, shrimp scampi, and Surf and Turf all made up 8.1% of our total sales, followed by bread pudding with 5.6%. If you would like to look through at the other items listed, we have an arrow, which you can just kind of scroll through just like that. So that concludes our final project. Hope you both enjoyed it.